Hi everyone, this video is on exercise 9F questions A, B, C, D. So in the previous video, I showed how can we derive some of these results that we have in the textbook, or in other words, how you can differentiate functions such as arctan x and arccos x directly rather than just stating their standard result and then using that as a memorization, um, which is absolutely fine, but it's always good to know how to differentiate these directly because sometimes you may forget the standard results. In that case, you can derive them. Now in this exercise, which is question 9, I'm just going to use the standard results this time, so I'm not going to directly differentiate it. And so you can see how both methods work. Before I start with question 1 or part A, let me just remind you that these are the standard results for arcsine, arccos, arctan, and arccot. In the textbook, the way they have written these, I think is a bit confusing, and I just want to point out that, for example, in the textbook, just let's take the example of arctan x. If you look at the textbook for the section that shows the standard results, it has written that if you have a function which is arctan x, then its derivative is 1 over 1 plus x squared. Now, there is a problem with this one because it's very confusing because they haven't given you enough information. It's very confusing because you can easily just say, okay, from now on, whenever I see arctan any function, I can write 1 over 1 plus that function squared. So that's, the implication when you see the result. But that's not true. The actual form is that, for example, I was talking about arctan, is that in the numerator, you actually have the derivative of the function that is inside basically arctan. So I'm not saying the textbook is wrong. I'm just saying the textbook is not giving you the full information because the textbook has just written the formula for a very specific case. It hasn't written for the general case. It has written for the case when your function is x, and obviously the derivative of x is just 1. So that's why 1 is in the denominator, and in the numerator, and in the denominator you have just the function squared, which is x squared. So it's a very specific case, whereas the general form is like this. So whatever function you have for the arctan, so we just call that function u. So you find the derivative of u, and that goes in the numerator, and then in denominator you have 1 plus that function squared. And this idea applies to all of these standard results. So for example, for arcsine it's the same, but obviously in the denominator you have a square root and it's minus. So for arccos, it's the same as arcsine, but you just have a minus. And again, arctan and arccot are very similar. The only difference is arccot has a minus. So now let's use this to solve some of these questions. Okay, the first one is y is equal to arccos 2x. Okay, so based on the standard result, its derivative is equal to the derivative of the minus the derivative of the function over square root of 1 minus the function squared. So first, this is u. So u is equal to 2x. This one is very easy. The derivative of 2x is just 2. So for the derivative of the arccos, we are going to have, so on the numerator is minus the derivative, which is minus 2. Again, the derivative of 2x is 2. And in denominator, we have a square root of 1 minus the function squared. The function is 2x, so 2x squared. We can just write like this, or 4x squared, whichever you prefer. Okay, part B. Y is equal to arctan x over 2. So again, let's first find the derivative of u. U is equal to x over 2. So u dash is equal to, it just basically a half. So for the arctan x over 2, we have u dash in the numerator, and then denominator is 1 plus u squared. So u dash in this question is 1 over 2, and then in the denominator we have 1 plus u squared. So u is the function x over 2 squared, and this is going to be equal to a half times 1 over 1 plus x squared over 4. Now we can go further. So a half times this is going to give us 1 over 2 plus x squared over 2, and we can stop here. So let's do part C. U is 3x, so u dash is 3, and dy dx is equal to, so for arc sine it's similar to arc cos, but it's positive. So we have u dash, which is 3 over 1 minus a square root of 1 minus u squared. So u dash is 3 over 1 minus square root of u squared. So u is just 3x, but it should be squared, so that's 3x. And part D, so this one is just basically stating the standard result, because it just, so the value of the function that you have is x, so u is equal to x, and u dash is just 1, so dy dx is equal to, so arc cot is minus u dash over 1 plus u squared. It's similar to tan, arctan. So you're going to have just minus 1 over 1 plus x squared. Okay, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.